are the kind of films that I make. And then I will talk about like my journey and the other things that I've learned.
Yeah.
Guys, can you kill the lights? There's nobody gone.
Mike. Increase the volume. All right. Okay, this is loud. Actually क्या होता है कि आप Instagram में वीडियो में बोल रहे होते हो और अभी माइक में बोलना है. There are two different things, and I have like given so many talks, but every time I feel nervous. So I am already nervous. But anyway, moving on. So I am Keya. I live in Jaipur, but I am from Raipur, Chhattisgarh. I did my graduation from IICD, which is Indian Institute of Crafts and Design. Gauravi and I share the same college. So I founded Storyloom Films in 2012, and from a product designer, I became a filmmaker, and I will be talking about my journey from there. Oh, and one interesting thing, I'm also a telepathic communicator, which means I can speak to plants, animals, and souls just like how we speak to human beings. And trust me, it is a science. Like there's no jhad phook, mombatti jalana, nothing like that exists. Alright, so I founded Storyloom Films in 2013, and when I started with my friend Nidhi, हम दोनों ने साथ में चालू किया था. Now because Nidhi has gone abroad to study, so अभी Storyloom Films मैं चला रही हूँ. But together we've made around 40 films, जिसमें से one film called Waves of Maheshwar won the National Award in 2016. And वो दिन भी बहुत epic था because I remember मैं बनारस में थी and we were shooting for Good Earth. And निधि मेरे पास आती है बोलती थी क्या हमें national award मिल गया है. And I was so exhausted and tired because of the summers and everything. And I was sleeping, I was like हाँ मिला होगा सोडा. And then later when I woke up तब I realized कि अच्छा ठीक है finally I think 4 साल बाद जितनी भी हमने मेहनत की थी वो रंग लाई. And since then I work with different brands like Rahul Mishra, Good Earth, Architecture Digest, and many more. So let me talk about how I got the first opportunity to make a film. ठीक है. अब मैंने तो product designing पढ़ी है. And during हम सब because we all are designers, we have diploma project. I'm sure we all are aware of that. अब during IICD, so मैं actually product design करते करते मैं बहुत बोर हो गई थी, ठीक है. And also to be very honest, I'm little mathematically challenged. तो वो AutoCAD देखना, degree measurement पढ़ना, I thought कि let me do something different because I wanted to go beyond product. So what else can I do? Meanwhile, I was searching for my project. Nidhi came to me and she said, "यार Keya, एक project आया है बनारस में, and there's this renowned textile historian पद्मश्री राहुल जैन who wants us to make a film on बनारसी साड़ी. तो तू चलेगी क्या?" अब मेरा रिकॉर्ड रहा है 3 साल IICD में कि जितनी बार मैं अपने बेस्ट फ्रेंड्स के साथ इंटर्नशिप पे काम पे गई हूँ, झगड़ के वापस लौटी, वो फ्रेंडशिप कभी वापस नहीं आई. So I was like यार दोस्ती खराब हो जाएगी, मैं तो नहीं जा रही बिल्कुल भी. And she was like यार you know just think about it, give yourself a day and then let me know. I was like चलो ठीक है. एक दिन मैंने सोचा and I thought कि और कुछ interesting हो नहीं रहा. And we have a little idea about making films and photography. So कोई नहीं यार, देखी जाएगी, दोस्ती खराब होगी तो बाद में देखी जाएगी. Let me just grab this opportunity. अब उसके बाद already we were in Banaras for 4 months, and thankfully because of Rahul Jain, he was such an amazing mentor. He told us कि बनारस जाके तुमको काम नहीं करना है, पहले जाओ, 1 महीना city enjoy करो, look at the people, look at the culture, different things, and then start working. So what I learned in design, like पहले आप research करो, समझो, and you start working, वो suddenly everything just changed. And the way we perceive and understand people, culture, design, that actually helped us. So we were there in Banaras for 4 months, and this type से हम लोग shoot. I think this was in 2011. I had jawline then. And yes, dog है. So this was my Banaras की journey. If you could see me, अब Banaras में I had to make a film on issues of Banarsi sarees. Ab issues mein you have everything. So during those 4 months, I got a chance to meet people from the Banaras itself, to experience the culture. I met designers, tradesmen, each and every person that I could. And trust me, Banaras was the best 4 months of my life because usse pehle I was one of those confused students. कि life में क्या करना है, कहाँ जा रहे हैं, समझ में नहीं आ रहा. And because I worked in Banaras, the way I work, and I realized that film is something that I'm actually enjoying. So yeah, we spent a beautiful 4 months in Banaras and learned so many things. And this was our first film called Threads of Banaras. And उस time पे we made a few other short films as well. अब जब Threads of Banaras हमने बनाई, आने के बाद हमारा project खत्म हो गया. And Nidhi and I we gave the best jury. मतलब I think IICD की इतने सालों की best jury होगी. ठीक है, because we made our document not so boring, very colorful. हमने लोग वहाँ पे jury members को हमने पान खिलाया. We gave them वो जो पीतदान होता है, like every experience that we could bring in Banaras. अब उसके बाद निधि का मेरे पास कॉल आता है कि यार किया, यार और कुछ तो करना नहीं है, तो फिल्म ही बना ले क्या? So I thought कि हाँ ठीक है, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा क्या होगा, शायद हमें फिल्म नहीं मिलेगी तो we'll go back to product designing. तो ठीक है, फिल्म ट्राई करके देखते हैं, अगर किसी ने अपॉर्चुनिटी दे दी तो well and great. So उसके बाद I think we took like a month, 4 महीने का ब्रेक लेके we reached our first client was Ayush Kasliwal, who has a Nandya Decor, who's from NIT. He gave us the first opportunity to start making films, and हमने idea दिया कि अभी तक craft में कोई film नहीं बनी है, so why don't we start making a high production quality film for you, and then we'll see where it goes. And since then the journey started, and then I started working with different brands, different organizations, and this is something that I really enjoyed. And जितना 4 साल मैंने IICD में पढ़ाई की थी, what I understood is because I am a person who I'm actually very social, who loves to talk, who loves to do all the butt. I love meeting people, I love eating different cuisine, and film is something that is giving me that opportunity. But at the same time, when I started making films on Crafts of India, I can say that Nidhi and I, we were the pioneers of making short हाई प्रोडक्शन क्वालिटी फिल्म्स. तब इंस्टाग्राम रील्स ये सब नहीं था, एंड क्राफ्ट में तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं बनती थी. क्राफ्ट में ऑल यू कुड सी वाज अ डीडी नेशनल का बोरिंग हाई बेचारा सब खत्म हो रहा है. बट व्हाट आई स्टडीड इन क्राफ्ट फॉर 4 years, आई लर्न दैट क्राफ्ट इज समथिंग दैट नीड्स टू बी सेलिब्रेटेड. इट नीड्स टू कम अक्रॉस एज समथिंग वेरी ब्यूटिफुल which is celebrated. You need a lot of patience. And people need to know कि यार ये क्राफ्ट में जो बनाने वाले लोग हैं वो कौन है, कहाँ है, कैसे बनाते हैं. Can I bring out those stories? So that is how the journey of Storyloom Films started. And National Film Award की मैंने कहानी already बता चुका है. So we'll move on. So इतने सालों में now, so I started my career in 2012 and today is 23. So approximately 13 years, 11 years I've been making films. But there are certain realities to freelancing, and I think this is the first time I'm talking about कि freelancing का क्या है. अब दिखने में बाहर से तो freelancing, you know, it looks very cool, you're your own boss, but like what Kaval mentioned that you know it comes with a little financial insecurity, instability. So and हर किसी का experience अलग-अलग होता है. So let me share what I have learned in these years. सबसे पहले what you need to understand if you're planning to move on to freelancing is what skill can you offer to them. आप उनकी लाइफ में या क्लाइंट की लाइफ में उनके काम में what value can you add, because उस टाइम पे निधि and I we both realized that this is something that we can offer, this is something that is new, and this is something that we are amazingly good at. So why don't we start talking to people and just give them these opportunities. So and उस टाइम पे शायद हम लोग ही थे, बट नाउ बिकॉज सोशल मीडिया के थ्रू आपके पास जॉब की बहुत सारी अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैं. देयर आर सो मेनी अमेजिंग फिल्म मेकर्स जो मैं अब मैं 33 में आके मैं भी नर्वस हो रही हूँ कि लोग मुझसे अच्छा काम करके मेरा क्या होगा इसके आगे. बट येस, सो फाइंड योर ओन स्किल एंड सी व्हाट वैल्यू कैन यू ऐड इन देयर लाइफ. The second thing, I think this is the most important thing, कि अगर आप freelancing चालू करना चाहते हैं, he is not the money but learning and exposure. So you have to understand that what is the priority in your life. Also, if you have that opportunity and privilege, that you can choose to learn more rather than financial security. अब इसमें क्योंकि क्या होता है कि जब आप फ्रीलांसिंग चालू करते हो and you are skilled at something that you're offering to other people, what you have to focus is just to keep on working. अब जब मैंने और निधि ने काम चालू किया था, हमें पता था कि हमें फिल्म बनानी है, हाई प्रोडक्शन क्वालिटी फिल्म बनानी है, and at the same time we just need to reach out to as much as people as possible. Also because we are from design background, so we had zero clue about filmmaking, kya hota hai, zero connection. All we learned was through YouTube, and plus my brother is also a filmmaker. So उससे हमने जितना थोड़ा बहुत सीखा वैसे किया. So but my initial focus was only to work and learn, and then eventually with your work, when you start gaining confidence, you also start gaining money as well. So हमेशा just बस काम करो and the money will eventually start flowing in. Okay. Third is leave your sharam. Trust me, that is the most important thing. Okay, because freelancing में आपको नौकरी देने वाला कोई नहीं है, आपको फाइनेंशियल सिक्योरिटी जो मंथली आपको मिल रही है वो देने वाला कोई नहीं है. So you are your own boss and it's only you who can reach out to people. पर जहाँ अगर आप हेजिटेशन करो कि नहीं बात नहीं करेंगे, इससे बात किया तो कोई क्या सोचेगा. I'll tell you my first experience of leaving my sharam. And so after Ayush Kasliwal, Good Earth was my second client. Leila Tayyab, she's one of the very popular known faces who is helping the craft industry, and she was in IICD. I remember my mom was nudging कि जाओ जाओ Leila Tayyab जी से बात करो. I was like नहीं मैं क्या बात करूँगी, मैं जानती भी नहीं हूँ ये वो. And then she pushed. ऐसा था ना कि धक्का मार के मैं पहुँच गई. And then like मैम मेरा ये कार्ड है, मैं ऐसी फिल्म बनाती हूँ, मैं भाग गई जाके वहाँ से. ठीक है. अब मैंने सोचा नहीं था कि Leila Tayyab, who's a renowned person, would think of me when she spoke to Good Earth, and she remembered that I met this girl called Keya who made this high production quality film, and let me connect Good Earth and Keya. And that's how my venture started with Good Earth. Similarly, because I had no clue about filmmaking, Jason Taylor was one of my guru, and I remember writing him an email. I thought कि ठीक है ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा क्या होगा, reply नहीं करेंगे, but let me just ask him. And because of Jason Taylor, I can say that I am a filmmaker because he gave that guidance. And because I left my sharam, I had the courage and always to think कि ठीक है ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा क्या होगा, कोई मुझसे बात नहीं करेगा. But freelancing में it is always human and connection that will bring in money, that will bring you projects and job. So yeah, just leave your sharam and go out. Fourth is there is thrill, but there is no financial security. Okay? Today I am 33 years old, I am making film and still I struggle कि अच्छा next project कैसे आएगा, next पैसा कहाँ से आएगा. So because you are your own boss and इसमें क्या है कि you don't have your monthly income, so you have to be ready at least for some years. मैं ये नहीं कह रही कि आपके सालों साल life long ही यही रहेगा, but at least when you're beginning, this is how it is going to be. And just remember कि freelancing में अगर काम है तो पैसा है. It is as simple as that. Even today अगर मैं बहुत आलस करती हूँ, I know I'm losing a lot of money, but I still do. Fifth is discipline, because again आपके सर पे कोई डरना नहीं है, आपको कोई ये बोलने वाला नहीं है कि आपको ऐसे काम करना है, वैसे काम करना है. And discipline is something that I think initially even I struggled with, because I am a person who जहाँ life जा रही है मैं वहाँ जाऊँगी, but eventually when I lost a lot of money in project I understood. So you have to make your own schedule. You have to know कि आपको किसको approach करना है, कैसे करना है. Find out your own way of being productive, because everybody is different. Everybody functions differently, so you don't have to copy someone. In these years, I have found out my way, that I am a person who can't be consistent, but I love to work a lot and then I would love to take a break as well. So I've made sure that I've made that my pattern. But when I'm working, I'm absolutely damn serious about my work. Sixth thing is collaborate. Again, it is important for you to make contact, and like I said, that you have to leave sharam, because it is only human connection which will bring in you more project. And the more you collaborate, the more you learn. I think freelancing में सबसे अच्छी चीज़ ये होती है कि you can choose that who do you want to work with, what kind of people, what kind of project that you would like to have, and you can choose your growth. So that's the beauty. So just remember that, and collaborate not just with limited with your profession, but you can collaborate with your friends, you can collaborate with brands and organizations, and maybe people from completely different area. So like recently I made a film on telepathic communication. So for me it was completely different, but then I reached out to my coach that, you know, why don't you let me make a film and let me tell the world how this telepathic communication works. And the kind of films that I make, which is craft, telepathic is completely different. But because I made it, I enjoyed it. Seventh is just be ready to make mistakes, and learning is again constant. आज मैं 33 की हो गई हूँ, मेरी अभी भी लर्निंग चल रही है, आई एम स्टिल मेकिंग मिस्टेक्स, एंड आई थिंक द मोमेंट यू थिंक कि हाँ अब मुझे सब लाइफ में समझ में आ गया है, द यूनिवर्स विल थ्रो इन सम लेसन, एंड यू लाइक कि भगवान और कितने लेसन मुझे सीखने होंगे, बट दैट्स हाउ इट इज. So and just so if any one of you remember this Oscar-nominated film called Writing with Fire, which is directed by Rintu and Sushmit. So initially, like we used to speak to them, and Rintu and Sushmit ने हमको कि मुझे और निधि को ये कहा था कि शुरू के कुछ साल फ्रीलांसिंग में आप एक्सप्लॉइट होगे, ठीक है? Be ready because you are new, you don't know how the world works. You don't know what is your worth, कि अपनी वैल्यू की मैं जितना काम कर रही हूँ मुझे कितने पैसे लेने चाहिए, आपको ये सब नहीं पता है. सो इट्स ओके, बट व्हाट इज इम्पोर्टेंट इज टू लर्न. आपने मिस्टेक किया, आपने चीजें सीखी, नेक्स्ट टाइम ऑलवेज मेक श्योर दैट हाउ कैन यू डू इट बेटर, हाउ कैन यू इम्प्रूव इन इट. एंड yes, just be ready to accept and keep learning. The last is because I'm a telepathic communicator and I love animals, so that's why I have this photo. But the last and the most important thing is that you have to know yourself. Before choosing freelancing or a job, आपका समझना ये ज़रूरी है that what kind of a person are you. If I can tell you, so there is a difference between me and my husband. He is a person who loves schedule, who loves to have a constant life, who loves to have a financial security. But I am a person who loves to break from that schedule. I want to be my own boss, but that comes with a certain responsibility. So freelancing, like I said, कि मजे हैं, but उसकी अपनी struggles भी हैं, सारी चीजें हैं. So before you choose anything, just ask this important question for yourself: that are you, like, what is more important for you? Is it financial security, or you have the privilege or the opportunity to learn and then grow in a different way? So that's me. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it.